Alright everybody, what's up? It's Jack and welcome back to another video and welcome back to some more weekend comedy because we got a doozy today, ladies and gentlemen. So now, whether you're a lady or whether you're a gentleman, there's no judgment here. It's just a matter of perspective and point of view, right? So now, have you ever just thought to yourself that penises are funny? Whether it's because of the shape or whatever the hell it is. I mean, I still remember till this day, I'll never forget it, when I once showed my Willy Wonka to this beautiful woman. She paused for a split second and then started laughing so hard, it's literally the hardest she ever laughed in her life. I mean, seriously, I thought she was borderline gonna die. That's how hard she laughed. But yeah, I mean, some people think penises are really funny. I wonder if there's some sort of psychological limit to, like, some sort of psychological impairment for some people to where they think it's so funny looking that they just can't stop laughing and they can't even do the deed, so to speak. I wonder if there is such a thing. If any of you are familiar in this psychology field, please let me know. However, right now I actually have a little interesting list of things, products actually, that are basically out there and in existence because penises may be funny. So let's get right into this list here because we got 21 products here to go over that I personally find fascinating, especially for the few that I'm going to share with you here. Now, the first one on this list is actually very simple. So it's basically a beautiful floral throw pillow for your couch. I mean, if you like, you could see the flowers on this thing basically, and then you see the cock in the middle with that vein bulging out. Some people would actually consider it a form of art. Like, some people, it's not even comedies. For some people, it's just beauty. So, and for those of you guys that want a penis really close to your head at night when you sleep without it smelling bad or anything like that, or squirting things all over your face, this is a perfect product for you. Now we're going to go on to... Oh, by the way, the price of this product is a whopping $34. So for those of you guys, if it's worth it, spend that $34 and click that link. Now let's move on to the next one. Now, we are all fans of movies, right? At least I like to think that we are. And quite frankly, after you look at this poster for this movie, or should I say a parody of this movie, let's just say if there was a dick the size of this somewhere lying around on this earth, I think it would definitely be worth the show. So here I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the movie poster for The Lion Dick. Look at that, just holding that thing up there, being very proud, you know, kind of like this guy right here who just can't help but smile to the beautiful things of life. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. Now, fashion is a thing that every woman and man can appreciate, right? So, especially when it comes to earrings. And if you're a fan of silver, if you're a fan of the shape of a cock, or whether you just have a very interesting sense of humor, I present to you the tiny sterling silver earrings. And by the way, these guys are $40. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot. The poster itself is actually $19.27, which is a hell of a lot more than most posters. So that just goes to show you the impact that this thing could have. Now, moving on to the next one on this list here, I think most of us drink coffee in the morning, right? Some of us drink tea if you're from the UK or whatnot. Some of us just prefer tea, or some of us just like to use coffee mugs to drink whatever, right? Some of us use it for decoration purposes. Well, I've got something here for you. It is a beautifully designed mug, and there you go. So for those of you guys that like that sort of animation, wham bam, just for you. And it is $14.64, and you can own this beautiful mug right there. Now, moving on to number 5. Some of us, I know for a fact that some of us that watch my videos have cats. I think most of us are animal lovers. I know some of us are probably not, but we have cats, and getting them toys is something that is very important in order for the cat to not get bored. But here's an interesting question that I have for you guys that are fans of cats, or even for those of you guys that aren't fans of cats. I think it's pretty universally known that, well, here's the question. What is it that cats are addicted to? Like crack at this point, right? And that is catnip. So at number 5, we have catnip toys for your furry friend. And these guys are actually $3.79 a piece, I believe. And if it's $3.79 for all three, then you're definitely getting the bang for your buck. And your pussy will definitely appreciate you. Now, moving on to number 6. We have here something that is designed for a very specific group of people. The colorblind folks. So we have a tote here with the perfect design if you are colorblind. I can barely see it myself, but I'm sure you can see it clear as day if you are colorblind and if you appreciate the word penis, and this is definitely for you. And this bad boy here is worth $29. So if you appreciate that sort of thing, go ahead and spend yourself, treat yourself with $29 and you can get that thing. Now moving on to number 7. Some of us are avid writers, right? Some of us are really deep into the arts and we love to write and to read and to create things, right? I mean, hell, I create content on here, right? So we're all artists in some way, shape, or form, but some of us like to express it just a little bit more just through words. So we have here a journal for the poet in your life. Roses are red, violets are blue. I hate my rhyming penis. That doesn't rhyme very much towards the end, but hey, it's all good. It's all about a matter of perspective in art, right? So if you don't like your rhyming penis, then hey, pick this bad boy up for just $6. Now, moving on, I think a lot of us like to eat, right? I think a lot of us are fans of delicious tasting food, whether they're healthy or not, right? I think we all like to have a cheat day here and there, right? So, and of course, macaroni and cheese is actually one of the absolute most famous things since we were kids. So this is basically mac and cheese for adults, ladies and gentlemen. And I present to you Macaroni and Cheese, which is the original cheese weenie, so to speak. And this bad boy here is worth $8.74. So if you're not getting any penis in your mouth or whatnot, or a weenie in your mouth, this is the way to do it for just $8.74, and it sure as hell beats the hell out of hiring somebody to do it the old-fashioned way, if you know what I mean. And at the same time, you can satisfy your hunger and get some carbs and some fats in you and satisfy that craving for a cheat meal without having to worry about the disasters of catching herpes or something. All right, moving on to number 9 over here. We have a little penis over here in the form of a puppet parody book, a finger puppet parody book called Little Penis, and on the bottom it says here, turn the pages and watch the little penis grow, and you can get this guy for $9.99. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is actually, you're definitely getting the bang for your buck, because if all you have to do is turn the pages of something and watch that penis grow, it's like shit. It makes you wish there was something for the real thing for those of us that are lacking in size, so to speak, that want our penis to grow. I mean, shit, I wish it was that easy, man. And for some people, this might be torturous, because if they have a tiny weenie and, you know, obviously, you know, you can't make anything happen by turning the page. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. For some people, it's going to be worth it, but for some people, it's just going to make them want to cry and sit in a corner. But anyway, moving on to the next one. These right here you can actually get away with, like walking anywhere, nobody will notice. But you will, and you'll have like a smirk on your face while you're walking, and people are going to wonder why the hell are you doing that. So I could definitely see 1 or 2 people that I know picking this up that are watching this video right fucking now. And I present to you at number 10 these casual pink flip-flops over here. Holy shit. I so see one specific person I have in mind, and you know who you are. I can so pick this up, I swear. All right. Hiding in plain sight, folks. Hiding in plain sight. Oh, by the way, they're $14.99. $14.99, not too bad. And perfectly colored for the females. Now, moving on to this next one, I think it's all important that we show people our love and our appreciation to them with some sort of anniversary, or like a card or something like that, right? So I present to you here this loving anniversary card. I really love you. I mean, I think that's actually clever. And then you got the heart-shaped balls at the very bottom, and then you got the heart. I mean, seriously, even got the heart in the pee hole and everything. It's like nothing but love is going to be coming out of that pee hole, so to speak. I think this is a perfect gift for your significant other if they have a sense of humor that really goes deep, if you know what I mean. Moving on. Oh, by the way, it's only $4.39. I know Hallmark cards that are a hell of a lot more expensive than that shit. So $4.39, you can get this lovely piece of affection here, folks. Now, moving on to number 12, we all like to play with our food in certain ways, shapes, and forms, right? I mean, I think at one point in time, we've all played with our food. Well, this is playing with your food to a whole other level and actually shaping and decorating it on a whole other level. So at number 12, I present to you the mold to get your eggs in just the right shape. Now, I personally only eat egg whites, but most people, I guess, don't. So 2 eggs should be perfect. I mean, hell, can we do 3? Because I know some people have a tristicle. It's a medical thing to where people have 3 testicles. So I would really like to know about that, and I think they shouldn't be excluded from this. So if we can make that happen, I think this thing would sell very, very well. But yeah, we have ourselves a very interesting egg-shaped mold over here. So for this, it's $8.73, but it's probably going to last you a lifetime. So pick one up if you want to decorate your food or shape your food. Anyway, moving on to number 13. We have ourselves here another blanket, to something to sleep really cozy at night. And I present to you the blanket decorated with constellations. Now, I'm sure if some scientists were to basically take their telescope and to look really deep out there in the stars, they could probably find a constellation in the shape of a penis out there somewhere, as well as a constellation in the shape of a vagina. I think it would be a little bit more complicated to, for a shape of a vagina, because there's all sorts of, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure. Scientists out there, reach out to me and tell me. But if you want to feel cozy while being surrounded and covered by penis, this is the thing for you. And this bad boy could be picked up for $59. Wow. So are there 59 penises on there? I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to count for the sake of the timing on this video. But for those of you guys that actually will count, please tell me, are there 59 penises on here? And if not, let me know. I'm very curious. Now, moving on to number 14. I think we all pretty much appreciated coloring books when we were younger, but for some adults, this thing never really moved on. I mean, some people never really got over it. So what they do is that they just continue to use coloring books. Well, I have here a very specific coloring book for the adult folks. It's just a word, really, but this is a coloring page, and it says the word penis, and all you got to do is color right on in there. So for those of you guys that are very artistic, or even feel like adding on to this, or even putting this in a copier and scanner, putting this on Photoshop or GIMP or whatnot, and then having a real penis out there in the background and putting that print that shit out and put that on your wall. If that does it for you, man, this is perfect. And it's only $1.20. So you can get multiple copies of this for cheap. So I highly recommend it for those of you guys that are into that sort of thing. And moving on to number 15, more fashion for the ladies or the gentlemen that are into that sort of thing. We have here the pink necklace. And if a woman, or if somebody in general, woman, man, whatever, anything, is wearing a necklace with something, it's meaningful. And for some people, it is very meaningful to have a penis. Seriously. I mean, some people, again, it's all a matter of perspective. For some people, it's more important than others. They got to have it. And if you have to have it all the time, there's no better way to do it than to wear a beautiful necklace in the shape of your favorite little friend that you will probably be craving to have inside you for every second and every hour of the day. And how do you do it without skipping out on work and without squealing 24/7? You get yourself this nice necklace. And this necklace is, wow, $6 each. So hell, I mean, shit, you can go by the inch. So if you want 8 inches, 6 times 8. Do the math, folks. Moving on to the next one. Number 16. We have ourselves some more food here in the form of a snack, and I think all of us in some way, shape, or form are at least have been a fan of gummy bears. So for you, I present to you the fruit-flavored gummies, Peter Pecker's Penis Gummies, an erotic rainbow of fun and fruity flavors. And I am sure that there are at least a handful of people out there that are named Peter Pecker. And if they are, please, take advantage of this. You can actually, gain some serious money off of this shit. And yeah, basically fruit and funny flavors. And there you go. Anyway, if you're into that sort of thing, and if you don't mind penis in your mouth, there you go. In the shape of a fruit. It's going to beat the hell out of using flavored condoms, man, because those taste funny. These at least taste just fine. So you can get the dick in your mouth and the fruity flavor with all that weird aftertaste from the flavored condoms. And no, I don't know from experience. Get your heads out of there. I know what you were thinking. No, I just heard it from other people. And I, for one, would never make a woman go through that. No way. And unless she asks it, which means she's a freak. And the price for this bag is $6.95. So there you go. Moving on to number 17. We have ourselves a Cactus Print over here. Very simple, very basic. And I have to say that the proportions are really good, and it's actually fairly accurate. If you look at the balls, one is slightly bigger than the other, and that is actually very accurate. I check my balls on a regular basis, and my left one is actually is a little bit bigger than my right one, which is actually very, very proportioned. Now, in terms of the rest of the cactus, well, I don't know, but I will say this: looking at this picture actually did remind me of Blame Truth's saying that he wants to suplex Joe Setcott on cacti. All right, moving on to number 18 over here. Oh, by the way, it's worth $20. Moving on to number 18. The cutter for Anatomical cookies. So this is more food-shaped stuff over here. If you're a fan of cookies and if you're a fan of dick, there you go. You can have the sweetness, especially for those of you ladies that are having complaints of how your man tastes. Well, here you go. This is an alternate way of getting the dick in your mouth while having nothing but the sugary pleasure. Just don't have too much or else you'll get diabetes. And this bad boy right here is $7.12, and it'll probably last you a lifetime. So if you want to create funny looking cookies, there you go. Just whatever you do, don't create it whenever your children might have a birthday or something. Don't do it when you're drunk, because you'll actually accidentally do that. You'll pull a what's it called? What's that movie called with Edward Norton and Robin Williams? Rest in peace. Miss him so much. Death to Smoochie. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Number 19. We have ourselves here a rubber stamp. Nothing really too exciting about that. So if you feel like pranking somebody or stamping somebody who's a fan of the penis, or actually somebody who isn't a fan of the penis, I mean, you could definitely do that. I definitely see some people on the platform over here that have that kind of sense of humor that would buy these stamps just to troll somebody. And these bad boys are actually $10. Holy shit. Anyway, moving on to number 20. We have a shaped throw pillow. So I guess if you love to throw pillows back and forth, I mean, you could just throw this at somebody or whack them in the head. Remember pillow fights that you used to have when you were a kid or whatnot? Or if for some of you guys that still do the pillow fights, I mean, shit. I can imagine a bedroom full of beautiful women. I don't know, maybe from from the Playboy Ranch or whatever it is, or whatever the hell it's called, having a whole bunch of these and just having one big ass pillow fight. I mean, can you imagine that shit? Like 10 or 20 of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life, each one of them armed with one of these things and just having a big ass pillow fight. Shit, I'd pay to see that shit. And speaking of paying, this pillow is worth $8.76, and I'm pretty sure if they have a memory foam version of it, it would be even more expensive. Anyway, moving on to the last one on this list, and we have some confetti over here for literally any occasion. So that's pretty much it. $7.99 for all this. So guys, what do you think of all these products? And will some of you legitimately purchase any of these products? Whether it's to troll somebody, whether you want to make a fashion statement, or whether you just want to have more fun eating or sleeping or anything that it is. Let me know down in the comment section. And some of these things, I'm not going to lie, would make a perfect gift for your significant other, especially if they have a sense of humor, or if you're gone for too many months of the year. Be like, hey, honey, you can use this to kind of think of me while I'm gone. Granted, she's not fucking anybody else behind your back. But anyway, that's all I got for this one, guys. Let everything be known down in the comment section, and let me know if you were educated on the matter or if you gained something out of this. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one.